The great tragedy of modern life is that despite unprecedented material abundance, most people live unfulfilled and insignificant lives. The reason is not a lack of knowledge or inspiration, but the inability to focus resources on what truly matters. When people lack focus, their lives are run by mass influences of low consciousness: marketing, media, propaganda, and conformity. Marketing is the most potent influence in the modern age. The marketing machinery spends billions of dollars annually to create good consumers, people who buy things they don't need, with money they don't have, to feel pleasure that doesn't last. The cost of consumerism is that most people spend their entire lives to keep making a living. The second powerful influence is media. While media may provide entertainment and information, most media is in the business of grabbing people's attention and selling it to advertisers. Social media is exceptionally good at this. The third influence is propaganda. Studies show that a large U.S. population believes in conspiracy theories. These manipulations create echo chambers of mass delusion and distort people's inner power, creating victimhood and violent hatred. Lastly, there is conformity. These are the unwritten rules of what to value and how to live. When people conform, they follow the crowd instead of their unique path of fulfillment and joy. Conformity leads to the never-ending pursuit of more, a detrimental cultural influence that runs people's lives. It conditions people to seek more money, things, and entertainment. This endless race makes people so busy, they don't have any time left to focus on what brings them fulfillment and joy. As a result of all these influences, most people's lives are consumed by non-essential commitments, activities, and pursuits. The non-essential life is characterized by low value, low effort, low fulfillment, and low contribution. Essentialism offers a way out of this mass insanity. At the core of essentialism are three profound principles. First, there are only a few things that really matter, and innumerable others that don't. The first category is of the vital few. The second is that of trivial many. The second principle is that you have limited resources. Our essential resources, time and attention, are limited. We are on this planet for maybe a few decades. We also have a limited amount of attention, which means we cannot focus on too many things. The third principle is that you cannot have it all. This principle is deeply unsettling to most people because they have been conditioned to believe that they can have it all. All they have to do is work hard or try the latest thing. When we accept that our resources are limited, we realize that life is a never-ending series of trade-offs. We have to choose between having a lot of money or a lot of time. We can grow 1,000 followers on Facebook or a few real friends. We can pursue a materially abundant life at the cost of neglecting spiritual abundance, or vice versa. Each pursuit requires choosing one possibility and rejecting others. The philosophy of essentialism encourages us to devote our resources to the trivial few, because by doing so, we live an authentic, meaningful, and fulfilled life. We also make our highest contribution. Living an essentialist life is especially important for lightworkers, people who want to cultivate their inner light and radiate it to illuminate the path of others. A lightworker's journey begins by realizing that there is a higher purpose to life. The purpose is not to consume, accumulate, and gain power over others, even though that is what we are socially conditioned to do. Our true purpose is to manifest higher consciousness. As spiritual beings, we carry the light of the source energy. The way we manifest the light is by committing to growth, a laborious but worthwhile process that cultivates our unique gifts. And then we are here to share the light with others through service. Growth and service work together to create a spiritually aligned life. Here is how you can begin living an essentialist life. The first practice is to clarify and re-clarify what really matters to you. Clarity is needed to distinguish essential from non-essential. Without this distinction, we let our lives become cluttered with inconsequential things. The second practice is to do a deep detox and eliminate the non-essential. This detoxing is needed because to create a beautiful garden, you must remove the weeds before planting. If you do not remove the weeds, they will not allow the plants to grow. Most people's lives are full of non-essential stuff that does not serve them. In the physical space, most people have a garage full of things they don't use. Many of these things are non-functional, but people hold on to them. Non-essentials in the emotional and psychological space include commitments, activities, relationships, and pursuits that do not add high value. Some examples include social media, TV, pointless socializing, other people's agenda, pursuits that don't come from the heart, but from ego, mindless entertainment, cultural conditioning that limits our potential and makes us mentally enslaved, the rat race, and work that keeps us busy but does not fulfill us. Once we clean up our psychological space, the third practice is to trade up all low-value activities for a few meaningful ones. For example, replace the need for social approval with the need to honor your individuality. Second, replace the need for mindless entertainment with growth. Growth is the greatest act of self-love because it allows you to reach your highest potential. Lastly, have the courage to trade a good or even a great life for your highest life, one that brings you the greatest joy and allows you to make your highest contribution. The fourth practice is to put safeguards so that low-value stuff cannot enter your life. You can do that by making no the default answer to everything. Most people let too many things get in because they say yes to everything. Instead, be selective by putting a high barrier to prevent stuff from entering your life. The barrier should allow only what aligns with the highest purpose for being on this planet. This is especially important when it comes to making money. There are so many ways on this planet to make money, but only a few allow you to make your highest contribution. Don't do the work merely because it pays the bills. Set a higher standard and demand fulfillment. Living an essentialist life requires mindful thinking about our commitments and a carefully designed life. Here are a few exercises to help you get started. The first exercise is to spend uninterrupted time in solitude with just a pen and a notebook. Ideally, do this in nature and away from computers, in a park, near a lake, or any other place with natural beauty. Turn your cell phone off. Write down your thoughts about what your life is all about, what is of real significance to you, and what can you do to live a life aligned with your highest purpose. This exercise will give you clarity. Next, design your life systems for essentialism. If you want to make a fundamental change in your life, you have to examine the systems that dictate how you spend your resources. As part of detoxing, look at current systems that might be consuming resources and replace them with systems that provide high value. Delete social media and use the time to create opportunities for distraction-free conversations. Are there people who bring positivity and inspiration into your life? Why not make a conscious effort to connect with them? Disconnect the cable and limit passive entertainment. Go for higher fulfillment rather than a cheap version of the fulfillment. For example, you can listen to music for hours, but that will never give you the joy of playing a musical instrument. True joy comes not by passive participation, but through active engagement, which puts us on the journey to mastery. You can exchange the passive entertainment time for cultivating engaging hobbies, such as acquiring new skills, playing a sport or a musical instrument, art, or craft. To fulfill your social needs, eliminate idle socializing. Instead, create and become part of inspiring communities. These communities share a common vision and provide a higher purpose for bonding with others. Next, consciously make room for essential activities. These activities are contemplation, learning, connecting, contributing, rejuvenation, and pursuit of joy. Since all of us are busy, the only way to do that is by reallocating the time on your calendar to essential activities. We all have inevitable things that come up, so it's not possible to control your entire calendar, but you could begin by aiming for 80% pre-allocation. Once you prepare your calendar, honor it. Do not let outside forces derail your calendar. When other people ask for your resources, let them know gently but firmly that you have prior commitments that come first. Here are 2 books we recommend for further knowledge: Essentialism and How to Simplify Your Life. In addition, Children of Infinity has created a self-paced video course to help you master the skills of Essentialism. The 14-day course breaks down the journey into steps so you can focus on 7 primary areas of life, take daily action, and make measurable progress.